Oh boy, another one of these, huh? Nah, but I got something to say for real, because I empathize with you, the community who continues to play the game. Not only that, I empathize with the developers as well, because I understand that they have a very small team, and the scope of the Division 2's code is vast, to say the least. The game was created by a much larger team, so it makes sense that they're struggling with bugs and glitches and small things. And then when they fix one, then another one breaks. It all makes sense. It's a lot to handle, but I really do believe that the state of the Division 2 has never been this bad. And I'm not only talking about the bugs and glitches and everything that's been happening lately. I'm referring to just the fact that we need a new installment to this franchise. Bottom line, we just got the Paragon Apparel event, which allows us to have specialization specific apparel, and all that made me think about was the rework that they talked about doing, you know, the one that they said where they'd have instant armor kits, changes to grenades, and many other features. But just think about the implications of that, how huge of a project that is. I mean, the specialization will affect the entirety of everything in the game, because your specialization is where your build stems from. The changes that they're talking about making are similar to the overhaul they did for Warlords of New York. Not as big, but kind of, right? I can't imagine it happening. I'm being serious too. I mean, respectfully. They can't even keep up with the bug fixes and glitches we have now. And just in general, PvE activities are becoming a drag. The expertise system is too much of a grind at this point for most new and returning players. Even the players who are here now, who've been here for the longest, they're tired. So not many people want to grind that much. It takes a lot to get to level 20, even 10. And it's a bummer, because if you try to play heroic missions without any expertise, weapons, or gear, it'll be significantly more difficult than before. The NPC difficulty level is higher because it needs to compensate for the expertise level 20. The devs don't want players to be too OP, which is understandable. This is also an issue in PvP. As a matter of fact, let's talk about PvP a little bit. If you don't know my history, in the Division 2, I made a name for myself by creating off-meta builds that went against overpowered meta builds. And I was successful whenever I made one. It was such a powerful feeling being able to do that. And as time progressed and the Division 2 became more dry, I started to lose motivation. Because in order to make an off-meta build, you gotta put work in. I mean, you gotta dig deep. And once you test it out and it doesn't work, then it just doesn't work. And you can't fake it either. So you just got to get back in the lab. And now with the expertise system and other players using the meta and our level 20 expertise, it's gotten to a point where it's untenable. Even if I wanted to keep making off meta builds, I couldn't. Well, hold up, wait. I'm not going to go that far, because I could come up with something if I had the desire to. That's a better way to say it. But that's just it, fam. The desire is gone. For me to say it's gone, and for someone like me to not play PvP and who hasn't been playing PvP for months, is a huge thing, because I'm such an advocate of that style of play. I love PvP. I love challenging myself, and whenever I play a match, I mean, that's what helps replay value in video games, in-game PvP. I mean, does it not? Especially if it's good. But in this case, all the odds are stacked against me, from the expertise to the meta to just plain old not wanting to play the game. At this moment, there are a lot of games that have released lately that I'm actually interested in playing. Why would I not play them? Listen, I get it. Really, I do. And I'm talking to you who still play the Division 2 religiously. I personally used to be that way. A long time ago, my favorite game was Gears of War. I began in the second installment of it. From there, it was Gears 2 and 3 all day. I actually have content from years ago on a channel I used to have uploaded on YouTube as we speak. Here's the gameplay. Yep, that's your boy Be Righteous cracking heads. Back in the days, I had the mentality of Gears of War or die. I was also a content creator just starting out. Well, I don't even want to call that a content creator, let's say YouTuber. Because the only reason I would record and upload videos was to expose other clans and teams we would play against in the match. I didn't understand the value of growing a community on YouTube and possibly making a career out of it. But now, for me, it's different. I consider myself a real content creator. I just got accepted into the Ubisoft Creators Program amongst other YouTubers. Congrats to all of them. I'm a solo game developer, creating my own open world project. And overall, I treat this content creation thing as an art form, where I hone my craft to make it the best that it can be so that I can deliver an optimal experience to my viewers. And so the dry state of Division 2 has actually been a blessing in disguise. Throughout this time, I've been able to expand my horizons with all the stuff I'm doing. And even now, I feel like I'm evolving in a way. uploading content on other games is beginning to feel natural. It all boils down to consistency at the end of the day, and I had to learn that, you know what I mean? And for those of you who have a following and make videos to only expose others on YouTube, doing that is not going to help you if you want to grow your channel into something more. I know, because I've been there. I used to do the same thing. Matter of fact, the video you see right here is one where my outmatched team beat some of the best at that time, and I wanted them to see it. But I get it. You like having fun simply playing the game. It's not about the views for you or the revenue. You just want to keep it fun. I get that perspective too. But for those who don't know the difference, is who I'm talking to. And I'm gonna be honest, if you want to take your channel to the next level and start generating more revenue and just becoming a little bit more commercial, it does feel like it starts to become a job. And so you have to figure out a way to make it fun for you, or a way so that it's not as redundant. You know what I mean? Anyways, I don't know why I decided to talk about this, kind of spiraling out into different subjects and topics, but I just wanted to speak my mind and talk a little bit about what's going on with me and how the community is affecting me and how I see that it's affecting everyone else. At the end of the day, whatever's going on with the state of Division 2 doesn't matter to me at this point. I'll just be doing me regardless. And I'd love for you to be along with me on this ride. If you want to see other stuff I've been up to, then check this video out right here. I'm sure y'all enjoy it. I'll catch you on the next one. Be right out.